Hey guys, I'm Mike. This is Game Night with Mike, and welcome to another look at Prison Architect. Prison Architect, the last time I took a look at it was one of my more popular videos, and thank you guys for that. I'm not quite sure why, but hey, you guys like Prison Architect. So the reason I'm taking another look at it is because it was recently updated about a week ago to version Alpha 10. The developers added some new updates. I wanted to talk about those new features some, as well as go over a few features that I don't think they're quite new. I'm pretty sure they were in there previously. Maybe not to the same degree they are now, but they were in there previously at some point to some degree, and they're pretty cool. And I have not been using them. I haven't really played the game a whole lot since the latest alpha came out, but it's pretty neat. So what you see here, this is a big prison. I built this last night. And one of the first things to point out is that there is a horrible, horrible lag issue with the game right now. Anytime you build a large building, you lay down a very large foundation like the one you see here, you better have something else to do. I had to Alt-Tab out and leave this running in the background for a good 2 hours to wait for the foundation to be finished building. And I don't have a slouch of a computer either. I've got a very, very powerful computer, but this is universal. It doesn't really matter how good your computer is. This is extremely bad, this lag issue. And it only happens for me whenever I have large foundations being built. So if you want to build a big prison, you're going to be waiting for a while. Speaking of bugs, there's another big, sort of game-breaking bug that's going on, and it is with the laundry room. This is a feature that's new to me. I think it may have been in the last alpha, or it may have been new to this one. But basically, one of the needs that your prisoners now have is the need for freshly laundered clothing, and they will riot if that need is not being met. So the issue that I've had with 5 or 6 prisons I've built in the last few days is I'll get this really nice prison up and running, set up a laundry room, and then the guys won't work. They'll just stand around in the middle doing nothing. And that's not just with me. That's pretty much anyone who's played the game is running into that issue. And some people have found solutions through building very large laundry rooms, only assigning a small fraction of the maximum number of workers to it, and only filling it with, one laundry machine, one ironing board, and one laundry basket, sort of the minimum required things. And I did that with this particular build, and I'm so glad because it looks like it's actually working. This has been the 3rd in-game day that they've been successfully washing clothes and taking them out to people. So that's pretty cool. So to go along with this, let me show you this feature. This is pretty sweet. This is the jobs feature in the deployment section, which you unlock by getting a security warden and then unlocking deployment. You also have to unlock maintenance and get a prison labor unlock as well. So once you get those unlocked, you can do this pretty cool thing where you can set up a workshop, a laundry, and a cleaning cupboard. Now, if you go into deployment and check on jobs, you can see that I can assign up to 20 people for the laundry room. Don't do that, by the way, until they fix that bug, because you'll have a massive 20 guys all standing around, just sort of quivering in the center of the room. And I can assign up to 7 people in the workshop and 2 people to the storage closet, to the cleaning cupboard. And so the cleaning cupboard guys are actually basically janitors. See here, my 2 janitors up here. Pretty cool, so that I don't have to have very many paid janitors on staff. And for the workshop, these guys are pounding out license plates, which I get paid for at the end of every night. It's like $8 or $10 per license plate. So I can hold this workshop, based on the size of the workshop, will hold up to 7 employees. 7 workers, I should say. They're not getting paid much at all, if anything, for it. But this will hold up to 7 workers, so I'm going to have 7 different machines. And it requires a workshop saw and a press, so I'll probably get 3 or 4 presses and then 3 saws in there to keep things going. And so you can make several $1,000s a night if you get a nice big workshop set up and ready to rock and roll. Visitation is another cool thing. If you set up a visitor table inside Visitation, that is another way to meet your prisoners' familial needs. Now you'll notice here in the needs chart, which you get when you hire a psychologist, you have things like bladder, bowels, sleep, and then you've got family down here. Family needs can be met by either phone booths or by visitations. And I want to say the visitation takes care of the family needs better than phone calls. I have no proof of that, but that's my supposition. It's pretty cool. You'll get a notification in the upper left-hand corner in the evening of how many visitors and how many groups are going to be coming the next day, and you can add several visitation tables, and over time they will all be used by the prisoner's family or legal counsel. So one of the things that I've been working on tweaking today with my regiment is seeing how far I can cut their sleep, eating, shower, and relaxation schedules, and sort of combining everything to get the maximum amount of work out of these guys, because I want to make money on this so I can expand the prison. You can see my planning. I've got this whole big layout designed for a lot more prisoners. One of the ways I'm doing that is by adding toilets and televisions and pool tables out to the yard, giving them 3 hours of yard time, and I have phone booths for them to meet their family needs. I have toilets for their toilet needs, and I have a television out here for recreation, and then they're in the yard so they can have exercise out there as well. Comfort is met by sitting down, which can happen while they're eating, and I have a couple of meal times each day. As you can see, one in the morning, one in the evening, and then they sleep and work all the rest of the time. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm going to see if this works. This is the first in-game day where I'm going to see if the toilets will work, because the previous day, their bladder and bowel needs weren't being met because all they were doing was working and going out to the yard and eating. So they didn't have any time to go back to their cells until it was time for bed. So we'll see if that works. Let's see. What else? Yeah, aside from the laundry bug and the massive lag bug, there's not a whole lot more to tell. I know they added a bunch of tweaks and changes, which you can look in a changelog for that. You don't need me to talk about that to you. But overall, my impression of it is that it's coming along nicely. It does need those big bugs fixed. It'd be nice if the developers were releasing hot fixes for those types of big hot button issues, because the lag and the laundry bug, those are just horrible. Those are really game breaking. At least the laundry bug is game breaking. The lag bug is just really, really annoying. But hopefully we'll see a fix for those in the next alpha. And once those are fixed, I'll definitely be playing this more. Like I said, I haven't played this much in the last few weeks, ever since I made my first video on it, just because, you know, it's an alpha, it's got issues. I wanted to wait for an update, and since this update came along, I really like these new features, but I want to see these bugs fixed before I play it more. And here you see right here at midnight, whew. Oh yeah, check out all the money I'm getting from the license plates. Beautiful. $2,000. Awesome. So, wow, can't wait till they add a couple more saws and presses in there and start making even more. So I just made $2,000 off the license plates. That'll allow me to expand and finish up this wing of the prison. Awesome. So, if you guys like it, it's still available on Steam. I think it's $30. It is an alpha. $30 is kind of expensive, but I still think it's worth it. It's a fun game. It's a well-made game despite the bugs. You can tell that it's got a lot of potential. If they just fix the lag, fix the laundry bug, we'll be all set to go. All right, guys. Well, I will catch you all later. Until then, I'm Mike. This is Game Night with Mike. Thanks for watching. I'll be back with more videos soon.